following is a Live the Dream Media production.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the local Marana podcast. It's been a little bit. We had a week off, and Raul stepped in during that week and did a really cool show. Yeah. And we had to move some schedules around because we were attending.
He was
something.
here last week.
He was. Yeah. Hey, Raul. Our volume seems a little low, man. I don't know what's going on there. El Director. Why don't you show your face, man, so they can see who's in there?
I hear you fine, by the way.
Do you?
Yeah.
He's got it. I just wanted
There he is.
Good to see you, man.
Good morning,
Good to
Raul.
see you too. Volume's up, so.
All right. Thanks, brother.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was a vice presidential debate last night. You and I were talking that we really didn't spend much time watching it. And, we're busy with a lot of things, but, one of us here in the studio did watch the presidential debate.
Yeah, because I got a text. Hey, are you watching the debate? And I'm like, baseball's on.
You're like, sorry, baseball's on. But that's what they want, though. They want you to be distracted.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Don't get stuck in.
Yeah. I've switched over during the first commercial, and I'm like, yeah, I'm out.
Get you on the conspiracy feels.
But Raul.
Yeah, Raul. So what did you see, man?
Watched a lot of it. Can't hear you.
Can't hear you there, buddy. Nope.
Well, that's kind of how the debate went for me. Yeah.
You got it now?
What was the here? So listeners and viewers can hear. So Raul's new at this, right? So we're giving him some grace. When you're stepping into a role like this with all the stuff we got going on, there's going to be things that happen that go a little wonky and whatnot. And we've had some, and then on top of that, the internet went out yesterday, so that's great. But he's got a lot of buttons to push. So the fact that he's on the struggle bus a little bit. What was the reason for your mic not working today, Raul?
I double tapped everything right now, man. It looked like it was on for a second, and then I just double tapped and hoped that it was going to turn on right now, and it worked. So I'm good with that.
Hey, one of these days on one of these podcasts, we'll take you behind the scenes.
Yeah,
there are a lot of buttons back there that you got to push.
Yeah, and just to let you know, you have your monitors a little too high, so we can hear you in our headphones too, bouncing. We can hear ourselves echoing. Yeah. So just another rookie thing that you're doing in there. Hey, we appreciate you though. So hey, Raul, tell us about the debate, man. What were your thoughts on that? You came in here this morning, you were talking about it, and you had some good insight. So what are your thoughts on that?
With the debate, honestly, it was the biggest hope that I've had in probably the last 8 years. For the first time, you saw two people from different parties actually finding common ground and actually having a conversation and being respectful to each other. So with that, that's probably, if you're American and you're seeing that, you're like, all right, there's hope that we can find common ground and come together as a country.
Okay. Was there any particular subject matter that stood out to you? Either one person said or one didn't. Is there anything that stood out to you in a positive way that somebody said?
Just think about the idea that Waltz and J.D. Vance both said that they agreed on something, and it wasn't in
hallelujah,
and it wasn't in a negative way.
Yeah,
it's just all right, cool. These guys if they can get along, hopefully the people on top of the ticket can start getting along too.
Yeah. No, it's great.
That ain't going to happen.
Negative Nancy's in the building.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. No. Yeah, thanks for that. I heard a lot of good things too, that there was actually a legitimate conversation as opposed to just the child's play we saw between the candidates before. And, I tried watching that other one and I had to turn it off.
Yeah,
I was
brutal.
like, my 3-year-old and 1-year-old are having better conversations than what's going on here. I tried to watch last night. Great spot to be in politically, you guys.
There was baseball on.
Yeah, baseball, football. There's all kinds of distractions going on.
Yeah, and anybody that knows us knows we're paying attention.
Yeah,
I don't need that to make it. Hey, you know what's exciting though? You got young people, young cats like Raul. Mid to early 20s, and they're paying attention, and I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
So thanks for representing your age demographic.
Hell yeah, they're
Raul.
paying attention. They ain't got no money in their wallets right now.
Yeah.
Can't buy a house, can't buy groceries, can't do anything.
Especially me, but what do I preach on this all the time? Hey, you young cats, we talk about this off camera all the time, David. It's your turn, babe.
Yeah.
We've done, my age group has done what we're going to do. Most of them are riding out the string at this point. It's on you guys. And I'm sorry that we left you a mess, because we left you a big mess. You know what's crazy? We inherited from our parents a pretty cool world. We really did.
Thanks, Clint.
Yeah, but my generation, and I kind of got off on it the other day. I'm Generation Jones. I'm not the boomers. I've been told my whole life I'm a boomer. But there's a group now that they've discovered. Someone has discovered a group called the Joneses, and I'm part of that group. So I'm not going to take full credit or blame for what the boomers have done, because they've messed this thing up.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
the greatest generation. That's what Tom Brokaw called them. Wrote a book about it. In other words, people my parents left us in a great position, and we just screwed it up big time.
Yeah.
No, we did. And it's because and you know what? You know why? It's because we don't have any respect for anyone that disagrees with us. And that's unfortunate.
Do you think that was a generational thing, or do you think that's something that has has accompanied the use of social media and the feeling of anonymity? Am I saying that? Or being anonymous, right? Like, or being behind, the keyboard warriors. Yeah.
I think it accelerated it.
Because I remember, like, even my age, like, if you cross somebody and, like, you had a problem, like, you're fighting, like fist to face.
Now we're
fighting.
shooting.
Yeah, now it's like, oh, we're not talking, or it's just like straight
canceled.
violence. Yeah, you're canceled.
Now,
like, it's just weird.
Hey, we know a lot of people. I know a lot of people in my age group that don't feel that way.
Yeah,
and we respect each other even if we disagree about stuff. But man, these political parties have divided us like I've never seen it before. My son,
it's disgusting,
who is in between your and Raul's age, he's 31, was showing me a clip from the debate from 1960 between Nixon and Kennedy. They were actually very respectful of each other.
Oh, yeah.
And then my son does some deep dives on this stuff. Actually, it didn't start until like the 90s and stuff. Before, they were always respectful of each other. They didn't like each other. I mean, they were out to beat the other guy, but they were always respectful of each other. Because you know what? Think about it. My parents' generation dressed in suits and dresses, dressed up to fly on a plane or ride on a bus or go out to eat. And now we go in our pajamas to do those things, So there's that was just such a taught. It was just respect was really important. Hold the door for people. Do you hold the door? Because I do. You know what's crazy?
And a lot of people don't say thank you.
Well,
I don't expect them, but I'm like...
Probably two-thirds of them won't even give you a grunt or acknowledgement that you've held the door for. Not that that's any, like, special...
Yeah.
You're not... That's not heroic or anything, but you would at least expect, like, hey, thanks, man.
Yeah. So the 90s would actually line up to what you're saying.
Yeah.
That would make sense for your generation to be the ones that are running in power.
And remember, the older version of my generation, they were everybody love everybody and
What happened?
Don't trust anybody over 30 and all that.
Yeah.
And those are the same clowns that are sitting in ivory towers just dividing us like crazy. Peace and love, and we love each other. And those same people, I mean, literally the same people are like, I hate you if you don't think my way. And yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Hey, going biblical. Love God, love your neighbor.
Yes.
Love God,
don't make
love your
simple.
neighbor.
Stop it with the simplicity stuff.
Yeah, love God, love your neighbor, and respect each other.
Yeah.
Even if you don't. Ed Honey, Mayor Ed Honey, I hope he's listening this morning. Good morning, Ed, if you are. We talk about this all the time. It's okay to disagree. Just don't be disagreeable. And if you just can't get along, then go your merry way and wish each other a good life. And it's just so simple.
Right.
Too many people carry grudges or I'm keeping my receipts. And not that there's anything wrong with remembering what happened because you don't want to make those same mistakes again. But what's the phrase we use around here all the time about people living in your head?
Rent-free.
Rent-free. Stop it. If you're an adult, I challenge you to just let it go.
Let it go. You ever heard that song from Frozen?
Yeah, I know that.
I wish we could play it, but Facebook won't let us unless it's on the app. But going back to like, let's go to some local stuff. So I saw something interesting. I think it was last night. Enjoy the little things.
Yeah,
I like
see,
that.
there you go. Enjoy the little things.
Show it. There you go.
Just enjoy the little things.
Hey, why don't you get hold that up? Hold up. Hey, Raul, get some experience in here. Go back to his shot and zoom in on that from the system over there.
Can we do it?
Hey, dude, there you go. You're right on there. I'm watching him, dude. Look at that. Wow.
Enjoy the
How
little
cool
things.
are you, dude? How cool are you?
Whoa, way to go.
Hey,
Raul.
while you're there, why don't you set her up? You can set her up. No, not there, buddy. You go to the screen you were just on.
Look at him directing
this
from
dude
in here.
just is so high speed.
Yeah.
All right. And nope. Go to the screen. See the little screen there? Just drag it to your left. Watch that. Hold it down. Wow.
Look
Good
at
job.
that.
And he's learned. Good job, Raul. You're the man.
And you're teaching, constantly teaching.
Yeah. So going local, I saw something really interesting on Instagram yesterday. It's from the town of Marana's account on Instagram. And they posted the latest town council meeting agenda. And it was 1,200 and something pages.
Whoa. Wait, now what?
That's what, yeah. It was like some.
Did they have a meeting? I know
insane
Tuesday
amount.
night. Was last night their meeting night? I don't remember.
Let's see.
First and, yeah.
Look at
must
this
have been.
right here. It's a real.
Oh, get out. Stop it.
1,247 pages. Town of Marana set a new record with tonight's council meeting agenda packet with a whopping 1,247 pages. That beats the previous record of 822 pages.
That's crazy. Okay, we got to get Ed on and find out what's going on.
1,200 pages? What you doing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, hey, listeners of the local Marana,
anyone couldn't see it, that was about, that's about right there,
Yeah.
page-wise. Was that about right?
Is that what we're talking about?
The stack of papers.
Oh,
was
stack of
about-
paper. I thought we were talking about something else.
About 1,200 pages was,
So here's the thing, right? Like, how many people you think know about what's in there?
Yeah. No, nobody, even including the people that prepared
what's
it.
in there.
Yeah.
I just saw that video and I'm like, first off, it's not a sexy video by any means.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
that's not a good flex. That's like telling the residents here, hey, we discussed almost 1,300 things, 1,300 pages of stuff that you probably aren't even going to hear about. But yeah, no. But you know what? I got to give them props. So they do stream the council meetings. You can go in there.
I
and
watch it.
I should be, you know what I mean? I know
it.
you do sometimes.
Yeah.
I watch every now
I
and
watch
then.
every one of them, but
Yeah, but yeah, I just was like, wow, that's a lot, dude. But that's probably nothing compared to other places.
You know why I watch rather than attend? Because I can get them to go to the restroom or grab a snack or something while I'm doing it. I watched Oral Valley's Town Council a week from tomorrow. It was a week tomorrow. I watched it. Had some stuff in there from OVC and Oral Valley Church of the Nazarene that I needed to hear. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, you know what? People should be watching their town councils. I suspect that most towns and cities now live stream their town council meetings.
I would hope so.
You know, you need to be that's what we've preached a lot on here is get involved in your local community.
That's
Get
what you should
involved
be
in your
focusing
school
a lot
board.
of your energy on right now.
Yeah.
Is what affects you locally, politically.
School boards and town councils. Yeah, Ed said that yesterday. We were talking right now, and I don't want to get into Christopher D. Simone, who'll be in here a little bit with his Working Title podcast.
Oh, he'll be in here for sure. He's the man.
We got two right now. Now Marana has some competition. I think there's 4 spots open or 3 spots open and 4 people running. I could be wrong.
For the school board.
For the school board. But there is competition. It won't be your name's on the ballot, you get in. Sunnyside and Amphi
Have nobody.
have 3 candidates for each for 3 open seats. So there's no competition. And Amphi for sure, because I did a kind of a deep dive on this last week when Chris brought it up. 2 of the 3 are incumbents. And Amphi was one of the top school districts in Arizona when we moved here. And our kids went to Amphi school district with Copper Creek, Wilson, and Ironwood. And you know what? They've fallen way off since where we were at. And they weren't that great, really, in the early 2000s. But they've really fallen off. And how are you going to change things? And this is not personal. This is just business. How are you going to change things if you keep reelecting the same people to these boards? I mean, their reading and math levels were horrible. 3rd to 8th grade, horrible. They, at least in Amphi, they were kind of catching up by high school. I don't have the numbers like right off the top of my head, but they were teens for math and like 20 for reading. Amphi, some of the would be recognized as some of the better schools. Well, it's kind of a rich man, poor man. It's got some of the better schools in the northern part of the district, and you got some of the inner city schools in the southern part of that district.
Yeah.
School district. Sunnyside was just it was just deplorable, their numbers, and yet Amphi wasn't that far above what Sunnyside's was. And I'm not. Hey, look, we need to be taking baby steps sometimes, but having people run for the school board to start correcting some problems is where, if anybody out there listening is thinking about running for office and they're not sure what to run for, I would absolutely encourage you to look at your local school board.
Right.
That's where you can make the most impact at a lower level. It's not sexy. I think that's probably why a lot of people maybe almost ignore that. They don't even know that it exists in many cases. Because how many right now, and I'm tapped in, you're tapped in. How many? I could give you Marana, but I can't even really give you the other. Now I don't have kids in school, so I'll make that excuse. But get involved. Get involved. Whether you have children or not, it's important.
Yeah.
You know what I'm going to say. I want the smartest kids possible taking care of me as I get older. I want great road builders and park directors and doctors and lawyers and accountants, and I want the smartest people possible taking care of me as I get older. So I have a selfish motivation to make sure the kids are getting educated. And kids should be able to read, period. I mean, that almost ought to be like a God-given talent. Are we going to break?
Yeah. Hey, we're going to go to break real quick. We'll be right back after this sponsorship.
Hi, I'm Alan Murdoch. For the past 20 years, I've been buying, fixing, and selling properties right here in Southern Arizona. And I want to buy your property. Whether it's a house, apartment, commercial building, or vacant land, regardless of the condition or the situation, I want to talk to you. When you sell to me, I pay cash and it's hassle-free. No repairs, no closing costs, and no commissions. If you have a property you don't want to deal with and you want a quick solution, call, text, or visit selltalon.com. Again, that's selltalon.com.
Discover the power of 88 Crime, where your anonymous tips are rewarded with cash. When you call in anonymously with the tip, you are given a code. With the code and a password, you can walk into a bank and redeem your reward anonymously. If your anonymous tip results in a felony arrest, you can claim up to $2,500 cash reward. Let's stop the silence on crime and strive for a safer community. For more information, please visit 88crime.org or call 88crime.
Copper Creek Cookies, Copper Creek Cookies, CopperCreekCookies.net.
We can print anything on our soft vanilla logo cookies. We deliver them and other sweet treats locally. We are located at 4249 West Ina Road, Suite 121. Call us 520-300-1131. We bake smiles.
Copper Creek Cookies, Copper Creek Cookies, CopperCreekCookies.net.
Calling all families. The Marana Pumpkin Patch is your ticket to fall fun for everyone. From toddlers to grandparents. We've got it all. Jumping pillows, a diesel train, a super slide, and more. Kids will love our farm animals, while adults will love our famous corn maze. And don't forget our 70-acre pumpkin patch from Post Farms. Marana Pumpkin Patch, where families make unforgettable fall memories. Tickets available now at maranapumpkinpatch.com.
Yeah. Turn the page. Let's turn the page.
Let's turn the page.
Let's talk about the grocery store that's going on in Gladden.
2 weeks from today, I believe.
Welcome back, everybody. We were kind of still chatting, but yeah, when is it opening?
I think it's 2 weeks from today, the 16th, isn't it? October 16th?
October 16th.
I don't think we've got a date or a time yet, but yeah, it's October. It's 2 weeks from today.
Okay, that's exciting.
Yeah. Gladden Farms. Fries.
Okay.
And I don't know when the rest of the plaza is open, but it's pretty close.
Yeah, so like Jersey Mike's and some stuff coming. Yeah, you know, and then the ad break we had my hat looks all. I'm gonna go be a drill sergeant or something. Yeah. The commercial that was on there was the Marana Pumpkin Patch.
Yeah.
That's some good people. Coming. That's coming a couple days. That's October 5th, I think it opens. Yeah. Get out there
this weekend.
Yeah, go to the Post Farm and have a good time. Go get your pumpkin. Go ride all the rides. There's a bunch of new attractions. I know they have a new corn maze thing like at night,
they were showing a picture of it.
Yeah, so make sure you go out there and do that. Support that. Have fun. It's just a great thing. I take my family there every year, and my daughter just loves it. Like she's been talking about the pumpkin patch since we left the pumpkin patch.
Yeah.
The train is just such a cool thing. They love to go on.
Yeah.
You get to feel the breeze.
Hey,
go
John
through.
Post and the Post family and Melissa and that whole crew out there. First off, they're awesome people, but their farm it's a working farm, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
It's just every time you go out there, and I grew up in a rural area, so maybe there's a nostalgia thing for me when I go out there. But it is the setting is beautiful, especially in the evening as you see the sunset over the mountains, and it's just a really special place.
It really is. Yeah. I plan on going there real soon, getting tickets. We should be doing a giveaway soon. I got to go and figure that out, but we're going to be doing a giveaway.
Yeah.
Also, there's going to be some giveaway stuff on Raul's show, Southern Arizona Sports Talk. And, just if you're looking for something to do this fall, go to the Marana Pumpkin Patch. It is the premier destination during this time of year.
Absolutely.
And then also the town of Marana is throwing their fall festival here this month, which is another great thing to go
Don't
and do
have
with
the
fam.
date on that one.
Yeah.
Do you have the date?
I'll get you the date.
I just saw it a while ago over at Copper Creek Cookies. I was over there hanging out with my bride, and it was right there, and I didn't get the date, and I apologize for that.
Yeah. Guys mess up the economy and everything, and then you can't get a I'm just messing. Yo, wait, you're a Jones.
I'm a Jonesie.
You're not
I'm
even
a
in there.
Joneser.
I'm so
Stop
sorry.
it.
October 12th.
There you go.
October 12th.
So that's next Saturday.
Yeah, so don't call Clint a boomer, okay? Don't make that mistake.
Yeah.
He's not a boomer.
I'd never heard that. And apparently it's something that's, I don't, Google it.
It's like
Generation
hidden.
Jones.
It's hidden.
But something in the 90s, early 90s.
So is that where the term keeping up with the Joneses came from?
Yeah, I think that's kind of how it played out.
Keep it up in that little group.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
46 to 64 was the boomers, and then apparently like in 56 this new cat come up with something new. He must be, I need to find out what age group this person is, because he's probably a Joneser himself.
Yeah.
I had to get a little cover.
It's really cool. So we've been doing this live stuff. I know Local Marana Lives, and it's like 25th or 26th episode that we've been on together. And
Local Marana, we're
live.
25, 26.
I know you're gonna try to find me. No,
I know I wasn't. I didn't know if there was a number.
No, so live. You know what I mean? So we've been practicing this live stuff, and we're getting ready to go to a different level. And we have so many great shows that have already started. Veronica Soto, the Over Her Sharing podcast, has been, to no surprise at this point, has been the top show. And she continues to just bring on amazing guests and have really influential conversations, really educational conversations. And with that, we've grown the show programming, and we're continuing. So yesterday, Ron Arenas, who is doing Southwest Flavor on Mondays at 9, Tuesdays at 9. It'll be moving to 9:30 later on, but his first show started. He had Zach Yetzner on, and we've got another one coming this Friday. There's going to be a new show I want people to check out. It's called Backseat Thriver. The host, her name is Christine, and she might be Christine. It's Christina. Sorry, it's going to be Christina. Yeah, I got it. Thanks. Christina's going to be on. She's got a really cool program coming up as well. That's going to be dealing with self-reflection, improvement, growth. She's going to have awesome guests. Yeah. She put together a phenomenal pilot that we were able to listen to. And, the listeners and viewers, you guys didn't have the opportunity to listen to that yet, but you're going to get to hear her here in studio this Friday with her first episode.
Is that 10 o'clock?
It is at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, she's an awesome young lady. Mm-hmm. Well, David and I, again, we a lot of this is getting discussed behind the scenes, and we're talking to people and negotiating stuff. And would you agree? We are just blessed beyond measure at this point with the talent that's just showing up, and we got a whole bunch more coming.
Yeah,
around the corner that we can't talk about yet, but they're coming soon. Mm-hmm. As we finish out 2024 and go into 2025, we're going to drop the hammer on some stuff that is just really cool.
Yeah, so I just want to share as simple as I can. Here in Southern Arizona, we are the only ones doing this. and we're well aware, and it takes a lot to do this. It's taken a lot of years to get comfortable with it and to dive into this new way of doing things, new technology and stuff like that. But there's going to be a very significant change that's going to happen here within the late fall and early part of winter. And with that change, I want to just influence people and listeners to really dive into what's going to happen and be part of it and share what's happening and be a catalyst to the change. It's a change for good. I think we've seen a lot of things go awry with media and stuff that's happened over the last couple of years, and the information we were getting and how it was very single-sided. What we have coming to this programming is a whole group of different perspectives, different people, different ideas, different, ways of doing things, different ways to influence, different groups of people. Yeah. You have fitness people involved. You have people that have mental health training involved. You have people that are business owners that are very successful that are being involved. And you have some people coming from traditional radio that are becoming into this programming. And that's going to be a big change for a lot of people.
And you know what? I agree with you 100%, everything you said. Be a part of this. I mean, things, hey, it's going to change with or without you.
Right. So
don't get left. And you know what? If you don't change with it, you know what's going to happen? You're just going to get smacked right in the middle of your head one day and go, because these things have changed. I'm old enough to have seen some of these revolutions take place. Evolution would be a better word than revolution. But you know what? It's happening. And so we've been spoon-fed that other stuff for so long because that's the way. Why? Because that's the way we've always done it, or we've done it that way for generations. Well, you know what? You were in a meeting. I don't want to get out of our lane here, but you were in a meeting with a person my age or in my generation yesterday. And when you got done with that meeting, you shared some of that meeting with me. And this is a leader. This is an influencer. They get what's happening.
Yeah.
The mainstream's not going to ever get what's happening because they can't even pivot because they're so bogged down, and the system just has worked that way for so long.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden, a new way of doing it's coming to town. We're the Wild West.
Yeah.
We consider ourselves pioneers, fair enough? This is a new arena. There are no restrictions. It'll come. But there are there's no handcuffs on any of this.
Right.
There's no filters. There's no overlords telling. I was talking to someone yesterday. I'm like, you know how quickly we can make a decision at Live the Dream Media? One person says, I'd like to do this, or what about that? And the next person says, well, and I'm talking about you and I. 30 seconds to 90 seconds, we can make a decision to do something. Do you think corporate America can make a decision in 30 to 90 seconds?
Probably not.
30 to 90 months, maybe.
Yeah.
My buddy Ed Honey, the mayor, our buddy.
Man, you're going to have to... Is he getting a sponsorship deal on here? What's going on here?
Actually, well, we've talked to Ed. Guess what? Ed's coming back. But he was talking to... I don't want to give this completely away because it's not sensitive, but it's fact. He was talking to someone about, from business, how bureaucracy works. And he said, yeah, in business, you might be able to do that in a year. Bureaucracy, it probably take you 5 years. And I said, but at LTD, Live the Dream Media, it might take you 5 minutes. Why? Because the structure of the way things are. And legacy media falls in this. We got stockholders, we got people. You can see it though if you're paying any attention to the news. You can see they're just falling like the dominoes are in place. This is a tsunami when it really happens, and I believe the tsunami really happens, especially in Pima County in 2025.
Yeah. There's one thing I want to cover with all this too, because it's very often people go, oh yeah, you guys are the podcast guys. You guys do podcasts and all that stuff, right? We do.
Well, we do.
We do a lot of them, but at the core of everything that we do digital advertising. And you're like, well, what does that mean? Where are you at? Well, we can put businesses ads and information on a ton of new platforms to include Hulu, Spotify, Netflix, Amazon, you name it. It's, that's what we do as a core. That's what supports everything that's happening.
If
now.
it's digital, we do it.
If
it's digital, we're there.
So now, we've moved into this space of creating content and creating and sharing information. Like, there's a lot of stuff I've heard come through the studio already where the information I received and learned when I had conversations about it, like, it's valid. It's great. Like, we had we had a lady come in here on Veronica's show talking about, she was a doula and talking about different ways to approach a pregnancy and stuff like that. I'm a dude, I'm not gonna get into it, but I my family, we had a doula and it was a game changer. Right. And we didn't know that before because all we were told with our first kid was, come in, we're going to slice her open and take the baby out. And the bill was insane. Yeah. Right. So then we spent a little time researching, hired a doula, which didn't cost that much. And our hospital bill was almost half of what it was. And everything turned out different in a healthy and beautiful way. So, like, I know somebody heard that and are going to approach that pregnancy and bringing the kid into the world in a different way. Yeah. That society normal would say, no, that's probably not a good idea, or that's holistic or whatever. It's like, calm down. Everything happened great, right? So stuff like that's going to happen. And,
well, everybody needs an advocate no matter what you're doing. Yeah. And the digital world we live in, it's one to one. Mm-hmm. We're reaching whomever is watching us right now. We're reaching you directly. Mm-hmm. There's no middleman. There's no corporate overlords. Yeah. And it gives everybody kind of an equal platform for the first time in maybe forever.
Right. Right.
Because the printing press controlled the information for hundreds of years. Yeah. That was, if you didn't have a press, you didn't have a voice.
Yeah. So what we've done with all these podcasts and all these reps we've gotten and doing the digital advertising and stuff, we've created a new space, a new airspace, right? Or where you can put information out, right? So with that being said, is if you're considering looking for a hyper-local way to get stuff out there, your ads or information about your business stuff, this is going to be the spot to do it. We haven't even pushed our app yet, and we're already almost at 1,000 listeners, right? That's incredible. That's just coming from people that are on our social channels.
That's in less than 2 weeks.
And that's in less than 2 weeks. So we haven't really done the big push, which we're going to. So you guys are going to see some stuff from us and hear some things. But, I really want to empower you guys. If you haven't yet, those of you that are listening to us on the app this morning, high five to you. We love you. We appreciate you. We love having the ability to have an app for you to just go, because you can check out our podcasts and everything else on there. But take time, grab your phone, and go and get the Live the Dream Media app. Raul, hey, zoom in on that. Do that for us real quick. Look at that. Right there.
It's free.
Go get yourself the app. It's got our logo on it. It's free. That's what's really cool. It's completely free. We're not taking your information. We're not charging you a monthly fee to use it. So when we're not doing our broadcasts and stuff, you know what the coolest part about it is? It's music, right? We're fully licensed to play
22.6 million.
Yeah. So you're going to hear all your greatest hits and stuff like that. You're going to hear some oldies and everything. We're still figuring out the genre thing. But when we're not doing these broadcasts and podcasts, we're going to have music for you to jam out to. So if you're thinking about canceling your Spotify that you're paying monthly for, you're welcome to jump in on this and do it. And know that a lot of the stuff coming to you is from here. It's from people that are around you, that are in the community with you. It's not somebody who's wearing a suit that has no real sense of reality here. So we take pride in that, in the way that new media is working. And just go get the app. If you don't want to listen to us on the app, you can always watch us on socials and listen, but we'll always be there. But the app is the next thing, because there's a news element. We're still building out some of this stuff. And we'll have information and articles and stuff you can go and check out on there. But, there's one thing in particular I want to share that's going to be coming to the app and the podcast platform. And this is about the meeting yesterday.
Yeah. Very cool. Drum roll. Can we get a drum roll?
There it is. Yeah. So we are proud to share that we are going to be partnering with 88 Crime to deliver cold case file podcasts There it is.
First one in the nation.
First one, not in the nation. I think so.
No, like what we're doing.
Well, in a partnership, I don't know partnership-wise, but I know for sure in the Western United States for sure.
Okay, well, okay.
I can confirm that. The other stuff, I'm not going to go over there and raise my flag and say, but no, but it's something that we're moving in with them, and 88 Crime is going to be heading up that whole thing, but we're going to be doing it in partnership with local police departments and stuff. There's going to be a press conference coming up, and then we'll cover that stuff then. Right. But it's going to be super, super exciting. It's going to show the victims of the victims' families that people haven't given up. Like we're still working. They're still trying, right? People are still trying to figure this out and find accountability. So I think that's great. You're bringing hope. You're helping find some closure, and it's going to be really, really cool.
Hey, but educate me, because here's what I thought I heard early in these negotiations. There's no third party doing it's all if there are any cold case, it's all done by local police departments. We're the first
through 88 Crime.
Yeah, we're the first one. Yeah. Live the Dream Media is the first third party vendor of this information.
We'll be the studio for it, essentially.
So that I stand on what I said, the first of its kind in the nation of how we're doing it. Fair enough?
Right.
Because there are police departments that are doing this, but there's no third party media company doing this.
Yeah.
To our knowledge.
The first show will be probably the second week of November when it comes out.
Yeah, that's very cool.
You know, we'll have more information coming out with that. You know, it's a lot. It happened a lot quicker than I thought it was going to. So we're really excited. But you know, I got to give a lot of kudos to the 88 Crime and the Pima County Attorney's Office for backing
thinking
that,
outside the box.
Yeah, and the Tucson Police Department as well, because they have a heavy role in that. So
we're thinking out when you're the first to do something like this is. Yeah, you got to have some outside the box thinkers, some people that are willing to take a risk.
Right.
With us, Hey, I don't want to change the subject, but I got to brag about something. I got to flex about something. Since we started, I've known David now 8 years. We started Live the Dream Media 5 years ago, almost. During that 5 years or that 8 years, however you want to compute this, I'm aware of hundreds, if not thousands, of influencers, creators, people that are in ads. They're doing this thing. Okay. How do I want to say? Show me your bank account. Show me your books, because this guy's sitting right here. Show him, Raul. Show him what I'm talking about.
I don't have.
This guy has built a business.
Yes.
Because I see a lot. Okay, you can come back to me now. I'm going to direct this show. So I have seen a lot of people. I've heard a lot of people, and they're blowing their horns real loud. And this guy, I've seen it happen firsthand, up close, has built a thriving business in this industry of a lot of posers. I'm just going to say it that way.
Dang, you coming in spicy today. I didn't know you were coming in with...
Yeah, well, that's just kind of the way I am. And it's okay.
Yeah.
And I would, to the thousands of you that are out there that are not doing it, don't give up.
Yeah, keep trying. I want you to win.
Keep trying. I want you to win. Absolutely. We don't even feel like we're competing with any of you. Right? Who are we competing with, David? Ourselves.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you. But I just want to give public shout out to you, because I said that to you earlier this week. I was just thinking, I'm like, all the people that I see doing this, and because we're talking to a lot of them. And when it comes time to really push, comes to shove, like, well, are you making any money at this? Well, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, David, it's
sir.
A blessing.
Thank you.
And a privilege.
Likewise.
To get to hang out and do business with you.
Likewise.
And quite frankly, make a couple bucks while you're doing it.
Yeah, and the cool thing is helping the other businesses too.
Exactly.
That's been the
how have we built it?
Yeah.
By helping other people.
Yeah.
Because if you help enough other people get what you want in life, get what they want in life, you're going to have all you ever wanted.
Right.
This was never transactional. This was always relational. Transactions take place.
Yeah.
Let's not. We're not a non-for-profit that's just run around throwing out stuff. But I'm just saying transactions take place, but the relationships and the people that we do business with and the people that we're bringing on board, were all what, David? They were all relations before they were.
Right.
Some of the people, Ron Marinas, how long have we known Ron? I've known Ron probably 15 years, maybe not that long, but a long time.
Yeah, you've known him a lot longer than
and some of these other people, I've known them or known of them for years. The same with you. These are not just, we're not running just ads in the paper and saying, come be a part of this. We're building solid relationships with people that they're a part of our team, they're a part of our family, and we enjoy doing life with these people.
Yeah.
And I think they feel the same, or they wouldn't keep. Matter of fact, we have a rule around here: if you're not having fun, don't do it.
Yeah.
Yesterday was not fun, though, was it?
No. Yeah, for people that were watching this yesterday, we had some. We got it's. I was telling Raul, because he was the one. He was on the front line, just taking
shot after shot after shot.
And I told him, I was like, hey, you know what? This is how we learn. This is how we grow, and it's good to get exposed every once in a while.
Yeah.
Right. To see how you're really doing. Right. And then. Because when you come across it, especially in the technology world, so when you come across something that is just difficult and you got to figure it out, like you guys have to figure it out. And then, but once you do, the value that comes with that knowledge. I was telling you about the app stuff, right? Like the value that comes with that knowledge. And when we're talking about the app and stuff, we want you guys to know we're actually gonna be growing a lot here. So first off, if you know how to do digital marketing, especially like Google pay-per-click ads or pay-per-click ads. I can't talk today. Meta. All these platforms really well. You know how to do digital advertising and stuff like that. Holler at us. We're looking for somebody to fill a role with that, like ASAP. So if you're interested, we don't want another partner. We don't want to partner with a company or anything. We just want a person, because reason we do is we want to bring somebody else to our lean team and to just kick butt.
How about this? We're looking for somebody that can help us with billing.
Yeah,
the financial side of this. We don't need an accountant.
Just an administrative clerk for sure. Yeah,
and then we also, hey, if you're a real geek and a real nerd with all this technical hardware and stuff,
holla at your boy. Yeah, come on, let's go.
Hey, you mentioned adversity. Okay, I think about a conversation that you had with Chris Collins way back in the day. Was it you or me? I can't even remember. When Chris was on, did you did Chris the first time?
First time I did, yeah.
I think about what Chris said, and it's so true about the biosphere and the plants and stuff. The redwoods and all the big trees, unless there's adversity, wind, climate, elements, they won't grow.
Yeah.
And they discovered that in the biosphere, in that pristine environment, that things wouldn't happen because there wasn't the element of nature on the outside.
Yeah.
So to grow, to strengthen, to get the deep roots, you got to have adversity. I've always said I'd learn more from defeat than I have victory. If you win, woohoo! But you're not reflective usually of how you got there. If you're losing, you're like, whoa, what caused that to happen? Where's my breakdown, right?
Yeah.
And yesterday was one of those days, even though we won in the end. I watched you, David, and the stuff that he was like, and he was moving so quick. It was like a surgeon. He was like, the board was up and he was moving and and I can say this because it was true. I could sense quite a bit of frustration. And yet, you know what? Within 20 minutes, I'm not going to say the problem was solved, but you found some solutions.
We found some rope to climb out of where we were at. But hey, let's take a quick commercial break.
We're gonna do a break.
We're gonna get back into. We're gonna go in the way. We're going to break right now. Let's go. Let's go right now. All right, Raul. Let's take us to our sponsorship break.
Hi, I'm Alan Murdoch. For the past 20 years, I've been buying, fixing, and selling properties right here in Southern Arizona, and I want to buy your property. Whether it's a house, apartment, commercial building, or vacant land, regardless of the condition or the situation, I want to talk to you. When you sell to me, I pay cash and it's hassle-free. No repairs, no closing costs, and no commissions. If you have a property you don't want to deal with and you want a quick solution, call, text, or visit selltalon.com. Again, that's selltalon.com.
Discover the power of 88 Crime, where your anonymous tips are rewarded with cash. When you call in anonymously with a tip, you are given a code. With the code and a password, you can walk into a bank and redeem your reward anonymously. If your anonymous tip results in a felony arrest, you can claim up to $2,500 cash reward. Let's stop the silence on crime and strive for a safer community. For more information, please visit 88crime.org or call 88crime.
Copper Creek Cookies, Copper Creek Cookies, coppercreekcookies.net.
We can print anything on our soft vanilla logo cookies. We deliver them and other sweet treats locally. We are located at 4249 West Ina Road, Suite 121. Call us 520-300-1131. We bake smiles.
Copper Creek Cookies, Copper Creek Cookies, coppercreekcookies.net.
Calling all families. The Marana Pumpkin Patch is your ticket to fall fun for everyone. From toddlers to grandparents, we've got it all. Jumping pillows, a diesel train, a super slide, and more. Kids will love our farm animals, while adults will love our famous corn maze. And don't forget our 70-acre pumpkin patch from Post Farms. Marana Pumpkin Patch, where families make unforgettable fall memories. Tickets available now at maranapumpkinpatch.com.
And we are back from our sponsorship break. We appreciate it. Poor Clint's over here getting like 50 text messages.
Yeah.
Finish before the
Hey,
break is over.
I think about that. There's a great line from a Jimmy Buffett song. I used to manage my world from a payphone, and now we manage our world from a cell phone.
Everything. Did you ever see the movie on, I think it's on Netflix, about the BlackBerry? Where BlackBerry was kind of the one that broke that barrier?
Didn't you? What's the name of it? I think you turned me on to that. I think I watched it.
Remember?
I think you asked me to watch it, and I think I did.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
Raul, give us a Google search on that one. My computer's dead.
Yeah,
See if you can
what's
find the name of that movie about the BlackBerry that came out recently.
You told me about that. I'm pretty sure I watched
No,
that.
it's such a cool moment. So there's this part where they're in a meeting room and they're getting ready to present the first one, and they have like a really shoddy demo that they put together, like rubber bands and just like a calculator or something, but they got it to work, right? And there's a guy in there, and he's sitting, and he's like one of the head of the mobile company at the time. And he's like, "Oh yeah, some guys already tried doing this, but there's not enough." Basically real estate between the signals and the communication pieces for it to work, because he's like, and so the presenter goes, "Well, yeah, that's fine." He's like, "All we do is we shut this piece down for a sec, send out where it needs to go, and you're not using anymore." And it turned into this like huge thing, BlackBerry, right? So people started being able to do their emails from their phones and all that stuff. I remember, because here's why I love like where I'm at in life, because I have seen all of this new technology develop so fast, right? I've been a part of all of it. I remember alive. I had one of the first cell phones I had was a prepaid Virgin mobile phone. Do you remember those?
I do.
It was just a little flip phone, no color screen, nothing, and you had to pay a couple cents per text and everything. And then gradually, I didn't have a smartphone until I was 21.
Well, I didn't have until I was the last holdout. So
I saw somebody using a BlackBerry back before I even had anything like that when I was working a job, and this person was communicating via email to people in the office, like a corporate office, and it was unheard of at that time. You know what I mean? So basically, what I'm getting at is, we're still in this like really fast transition of technology and all these different things and apps and stuff like that coming, and with us being a part of that, I want to influence, again, before we get off the air, people to go and download our app if you're listening.
Please.
There's gonna be a lot of podcasts and stuff that come through here. The cool thing too is we're not FCC regulated, so I do want to warn folks, every now and then you might hear a curse word from one of our podcasters. Like, it's gonna happen. The reason it's gonna happen is because it can happen. Mm-hmm. We're not gonna sit here and put a full-on leash on our.
We did put you did put an explicit blocker on the music.
Yes.
Of some sort.
Yes, the music's good. Yes, but the podcasts right now, they are what they are.
For the record, nobody's encouraging people to get in here and start dropping F-bombs.
All right, I got to chime in here. What's going on?
So you wanted the BlackBerry by Matthew Johnson, the director?
Yeah, sure. What's the name of it?
It's called BlackBerry.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got to go.
And it was on Netflix, right?
It's on Netflix, Hulu.
No, Hulu.
It's still on. So you're telling me.
Yeah, so go.
I'm gonna go watch that.
Go check that out, because it.
I think I've watched. I think you told me to watch that a few years ago, and I watched it.
Yeah, the cool thing too is you get to see,
because I remember that scene.
It goes down in flames.
Yeah.
By the way.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard about the organization, but but you also get to see where they start having to compete with Apple with the iPhone coming, and it just sucks because they didn't get out of their own way.
Story.
Yes,
that's such a cool story because Steve Jobs was off running Next after they booted him out of the company he founded. And there was an article that I read recently about some of the operating systems that Next was building. There was a number attached to it. And when Apple brought Steve Jobs back, they bought Next as part of the package.
Wow.
And Apple phones used that operating system that Next was developing.
Oh.
So Steve Jobs got back into Apple because of what his new company was building that Apple wanted, and they brought him back.
That is so cool.
Hey, you know what? Zoom in on this computer right here if you can. Just hold it up, David. You don't need, there you go. That used to be the most valuable. You know, people talk about what's the most valuable real estate on the planet. You mentioned that you kind of alluded to real estate a while ago. That used to be. This is now. This is the most valuable piece of real estate on the planet right now.
Yeah.
Because basically, 5 billion of the 7 billion people that live on this planet, maybe a higher number than that, have one of these in their hand right now.
It's like it's almost as important as underwear and clothes. How naked do you feel when you don't have it, right?
Well, you can live without underwear. You can't live without your phone. Come on. I'm not even going there.
I beg to differ. Okay. Even though we run all this stuff, it's okay to put it away for a while. I've gone more than 24 hours without it, and I do it pretty often.
But I'm just still saying it's the most valuable piece of real estate.
But I don't want to sell people to be
Well, I don't think
slave.
you have to. Well, I don't think you need to be a slave to it. People said, "I bet you spend." I do spend a lot of time on my phone, but not on social media or digital media, as I refer to it.
Yeah,
as much as you would think.
Yeah,
I'm studying. I'm on there probably more than the average person. Well, I don't know about that because the average person, a lot of times, I was talking to a guy the other night. Said he was checking. There were some kids. He was a high school teacher or working with high school kids, and he said they were showing the usage, and they were on like 8 hours a day.
Yeah, that's bad.
That's really bad.
Yeah, I think I do like 3.5 hours.
Put that down and go talk to your friends or go build a relationship with someone that you can look eyeball to eyeball with.
Yeah. I had to turn off all the notification stuff. I noticed you don't. I see you getting a lot of stuff, but like email stuff, but like social media things. Oh, you have yours off on those. Nah, I can't do it, dude. Not right now. Like over the last like month, I just think it's been crazy on Instagram for us with all the creators and you're sharing stuff and information, and it's just like going nuts. Yeah. So I don't, because that'll suck you in.
Yeah, real quick. No, I don't. Those drips.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, question for you.
Yeah.
How do you say rabbit without the letter R?
When you say Abbott?
No.
What do you say?
Think about it, man. It got me the other day.
Rabbit without the bunny?
There you go. I wonder if anybody was like, wait. Yeah, it got me. My wife, out of nowhere, she hit me with that. And I'm like,
yeah, that's a dad joke, huh?
Wait.
What's a mom telling a dad joke for? Tell her she got to stay in her lane.
Stay in her lane. She got me though. I was like, I said wabbit.
Wabbit. Hey, real quick.
I gotta go.
We were talking local. I want to do a real quick shout out and an ask. We were at the volunteer appreciation luncheon at the Marana Food Bank on Monday.
Yeah.
Thank you to all the volunteers. Couldn't do it without you. That's an incredible local resource that's now 10 months old.
That's amazing. December will be a year.
Yeah. December 5th or whatever that first Monday is will be a year. Carlos and Luisel and Sophia and Veronica and the whole team out there is doing a great job, and a lot of volunteers. Shout out to Parson Steel, Joe Parson for the awning. I don't know what that costs, but thank you so much. That cost a lot of money
for sure.
Here's the deal: Marana Food Bank, the property is for sale, owned by Marana Health Center. They want to sell that to the Marana Food Bank. It's $220,000. We've collected somewhere in the neighborhood of about 40, so we're still 180 short, and we need some members of the community, local business.
We're donating to that.
We are Live the Dream Media is donating $10,000. So we challenge $10,000 from Live the Dream Media. We challenge other local. Hey, maybe you can't. Maybe it's $100.
Yeah.
But if step up to the plate on this one if you can, and let's make sure we get this money. We'd like to have it by the end of December. I say we because I do sit on the board there, so I don't want you to think I'm taking liberties here. But we'd like to have the money in place by November, end of the year for sure. But say maybe in the next couple of months. I know that's a quick ask, but and if you can write a check for $180,000, God bless you. We would appreciate it. But that needs to happen, and it needs to happen as quickly as possible.
Yeah. And before we go, I want to shout out some of our clients on here that have had a huge role in everything that you're seeing happening.
What doesn't happen without them, David?
Yeah, no, I want to shout out Dove Mountain Epoxy.
Yeah,
Steve and Abby out with their business. You guys are killing it. We love doing stuff with you. We love seeing your guys' content and seeing how you're helping people make their house nicer and increase value and clean up those garages for them and patios. And also, we want to shout out Sell to Allen. If you're looking to sell your house and you don't want to deal with all the craziness of how the market is, or you're looking for a fast thing, you got to move, check out selltoallen.com. A great resource for you to just make that stuff happen. Another client of ours and partner, we really want to thank 88 Crime for what they do, the organization just as a whole, with helping provide an area for people to provide anonymous tips in regards to crime that's going on or past cases and stuff. Again, that's a huge thing. And Copper Creek Cookies, as always. We got to shout the Copper Creek Cookies. We definitely got to do that. And then another one, Marana Pumpkin Patch. Okay, phenomenal family, phenomenal event, amusement park. It's just a great place. Go visit the Marana Pumpkin Patch this fall. Have a great time. If you see anybody working there, just say David and Clint sent you.
Please do.
Just say, you know what, I was listening to the show and
they won't charge you anymore because you throw our names around. I guarantee you. Hey, and I want to shout out real quick. Top, the other place which houses Live the Dream Media, is starting to do. We're collaborating with the Rose Theater,
Arizona Rose Theater.
The first show. The tickets are available. Online. I think online, Copper Creek. Are they at Copper Creek?
No, they're at the ArizonaRoseTheater.com.
Okay, ArizonaRoseTheater.com. The tickets are available. It's a dinner theater. It's
comedy show.
Comedy show. We are going to have some dinner theaters, but this is a comedy show. November 8th, 9th, 10th.
Don't miss it.
Tickets are now available. It's something that my wife Tammy is just stoked about. She's been working on this a long time. So
and
it's fun.
And one more thing that we haven't announced yet, but we're going to. And this can be part of our campaign. If you are a creator / podcaster looking for a space where you can just go in there, put together your show real quick, have guests, and do it on the weekend, we are opening our studio to the public Saturdays and Sundays. What does that mean? That means you can come in here, sit in these seats, use these microphones, this whole setup here, and you can pay to rent the space. So you can create, influence, and do it on the weekends. I know a lot of people are really, really busy. And another thing that's really cool about it too is we're going to be watching as well. So if you come across as somebody that's really capturing people and you have a lot of influence and you're having a lot of fun, we may reach out to you and pay you to be on our programming. So you guys, I just want to clarify, a lot of the podcasters you're seeing right now on our programming during the week,
they're being compensated.
They're being paid, right? And how do they do that? They have worked and put together content. They've been in media already. They've been doing this for a little bit. This gives you the opportunity. Come in here and rent, start your show. We have everything for you. You come in, we record.
Including your engineer.
Yeah, engineer. You get the file up when you're done.
You're going to get coaching. You're going to get help. You won't have to worry about pushing buttons or anything. You just come in with your guest, and if you want guests, and do your thing.
Yeah, so if you're interested in renting our studio on the weekends, go ahead and reach out to us, contact@ltdmedia.net, or just go fill out a form on our website and get your show going today, and have fun and take advantage of this space. We're the only ones here in town doing it. Don't miss out. The space is limited, right? Yeah. So if we have people that are renting out the space and it's a reoccurring thing, getting a spot could be harder. So make sure you get in there when you can. I can already tell you we have spots already taken. So make sure you get in here when you can.
In reality, right now, we only have about 10 spots left right now.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So if there's 10 of you out there, we're basically sold out. That's not to say we couldn't go spread our hours out a little longer, our hours of operation. But right now, we're about 10, 11 spots would be all we'd have left. Hey, real quick, if you see me looking over my shoulder, I know David has found the remote to the clock. And Ron Arenas just walked in.
Yeah.
And he was like, yesterday, I was listening, and I'm like, he was quoting the time. I'm like, Ron, check your watch, buddy.
Well,
and he was looking at this because you were staring right at it. And it was like 10 minutes off or thereabout.
Hey, so I did mess it up, though. I put it on Celsius. I don't know how I did that. I didn't have the remote.
Oh, so it's 26 degrees right now.
Hey, Raul. So here's a coaching moment for our guy. Raul, you are a awesome director. Okay? You're doing a great job, Raul. But you are in charge of the time, my friend. And we are late. So we're going to go.
So 26 degrees Celsius is 89 degrees in Fahrenheit.
Yeah. Guys, thank you so much. Raul, thank you so much for your work today, man.
Yeah.
You're killing it.
Beautiful.
Even though I'm harassing you a little bit.
Yeah.
We do appreciate you.
Hey, and stick around, working title podcast. That's easy for me to say.
Christy Simone's going to be jumping in the studio
10 o'clock.
here.